Hello, this is Jason Curry, and welcome to another Getting to Know Lawson State video. And I want you to get to know Lawson State's e-college. The e-college, what is it? Is e-college right for you? So certainly by the end of this video, we will know exactly what the e-college is and whether it's right for us. First of all, let's talk about what the e-college is. Excuse me. The e-college is where you take your courses completely online. Okay, there's no need to actually go to an actual physical campus. The traditional campus. You don't have to do that. Everything is completely online. All your coursework is completely online. All your correspondence with your teachers, instructors, that's completely online. So if we're interested in taking classes online, what is required? We're here in a list of requirements here. We would need a personal computer or laptop. We would need a portable camera for 2 proctored exams. And like I mentioned before, everything is online. Even your tests, 2 tests are proctored and online. So you'll need a webcam so they can see you and make sure that everything's on the up and up as far as you not cheating or anything like that, just like you would do in a real exam room, but it's online. So you'll need an audio headset to talk back and forth with the proctors as they're setting up your exam. You'll need a textbook, or you can use an e-textbook. E-textbook is something that you can use online. Additional software required by the instructor. When you take an online course, there are certain applications that you need to pass the course. A lot of times you're writing paper. Whatever you're doing would do on a traditional campus, you would do online. So Microsoft Office is some software that you would most certainly be using. And as long as you are a Lawson State student, you can get that software for free. You can go on to Lawson State's website and download the necessary software. When you get your syllabus, your teacher is going to tell you what you need in order to pass that class and how you can get this software. And all this equipment that you see down here at the bottom, the laptop, the webcam, the headset there, all that equipment can be purchased in the bookstore. If you're a Pell student, a student on Pell Grant, you can get this stuff on Pell Grant. You can go to Walmart and get these little headsets there. They're not expensive. Not expensive at all. The webcams is not really expensive. You might be able to get one of those for maybe $20 or something like that. But this is what's needed for the e-college course. What are the benefits of e-college? Well, we're all busy. We all live busy lives. Family, if you like myself, I'm returning to school after many years, 20 years or more. I'm returning to school to finish my education. So a lot of persons who would want to take this type of course are like me, family man. I got children, I got work schedules. Some people have to do a swing shift on work. Your schedules are not conducive to actually taking classes a lot of times in a traditional format. Well, the e-college program, where you take classes online, allows you the flexibility that you need to work around these family conflicts and these work conflicts. And just being comfortable in your own home. Really for nothing more than that. You can have on your pajamas and you could be enrolled in this course and doing coursework from home. So that's definitely some benefits of someone being interested in being in an online class. Now, like anything else, we just looked at everything, and it may look kind of easy. You know, I can take these classes at home and don't have to go to the campus. Man, I can work in my PJs online. Man, this would be a piece of cake. Well, before you take that attitude there, I mean, make no mistake about it. Taking classes online as opposed to a traditional format can be just as tough, if not tougher. Okay, because these are the challenges that we would need to be able to meet in order to do well in an e-college course. We need to be highly organized. Okay, highly organized. Remember, one thing that we talked about is not having that face-to-face interaction like you would on a traditional campus. You know, you go to class, your instructor tells you things are due, reminds you. Well, it's not really like that in an online course, because all your instructions are pretty much written and posted for you. You have to be able to be able to read and write. You have a strong ability to do that, and have a strong ability to follow written directions. Again, your instructor a lot of times is not going to be there at your beck and call like in the class. You got a question, boom, your instructor's right there to answer your question. Well, your instructor is not going to be available like that at your beck and call. You know, you have to write them an email. They may not be able to reply to you for a couple of days. And so you're always encouraged to start your classes early in the week, so you can kind of work through some of those kinks and work through some of those bugs, and then shoot that email to your instructor, and then maybe in a day or so they respond back to you, and you can keep it moving on your classes. But in order to do that, like I said, you have to be very, very organized, very, very self-willed, have to be able to read and write, obviously, follow written directions, and you got to be self-motivated. Another thing as well, you have to be able to participate weekly. This is not something that you can just get away from. Remember, if you're in a traditional format, what happens? The teacher calls on you. You can raise your hand. Well, there's no way for you to raise your hand in an e-college course, right? Nobody's going to be able to see you. So the way you participate are through weekly forums and discussion boards and that so forth. So those are some of the challenges that you have to be ready to face in the e-college course. So, in closing, there's some questions that we need to be able to ask ourselves from the top. Are we a self-starter? If you are not, then this may not be the course for you. Okay, how do you learn best? We just talked about some of those things, some of those challenges that you would face in an e-college course. If you're kind of someone that needs maybe some more face-to-face time, maybe you don't follow directions as well, e-college course may not be the best thing for you. Are you comfortable with technology? Are you comfortable with using a computer, using Microsoft Office and things of that nature? That is definitely something that you're going to have to be used to in order to take an e-college course. And are you self-motivated? We talked about that a little bit before. You know, if you're used to having people kind of having to nudge you and remind you things are due, this is not going to be the thing for you. Maybe going to a traditional campus and getting your coursework that way would be the best thing for you. And one thing that I always encourage you to do is, if we want more information on here, we can always go to our Lawson State website. I want to demonstrate how to get additional information on the e-college program. Go to lawsonstate.edu here, and then we want to scroll down to simply e-college. Click on that, and this detailed section here talks a little bit about what we've already talked about. And notice this e-college readiness self-assessment. Click on that, and you're encouraged to go through this self-assessment here. You know, it talks about lots of things that we've talked about before. You know, are we a self-starter? Are we satisfied with our ability to use technology? And one thing that I did not touch on, that I need to touch on, is the internet access. Okay, high speed internet through your phone company or through your cable provider. I would not recommend using this on a dial-up connection, because you need to be able to get access to your coursework in a timely manner and be able to finish in a timely manner. So hopefully this information here has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.